Mm-mm. Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. On this show, we are talking about the GOP and the fact that they want their national security experts who defended Hunter Biden to fess up or face subpoenas. Honestly, the scariest OJ Simpson video I've ever seen. I can't believe people
Really?
did this. Yeah, it's shocking to me. We'll share the details with you. Of course, we got Jumpstart Coffee Company coming back here, sponsoring this episode. We're so happy to have them. Elon's got some Twitter secrets we're going to share with you. Ghislaine's family is in shock. Marjorie Taylor Greene did something quite interesting today and really every day. 3 Trump topics in a row. Trump to be fined. Trump has gaydar, and Ivanka testifies.
Oh boy.
We've got a DOTS product testing update. Did Courtney get hitched in Vegas? JSABS has a secret. We're banned on Facebook.
You're banned.
And feedback and so much more on this episode. So let's go. I'm quite upset about the Facebook banning, by the way.
I still don't know why we're banned.
Yeah.
We're banned. We have Facebook.
Banned.
Yeah, well, we stream live on Facebook same time we do this.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And
now-
for some reason, well, we
Nothing.
got an email. You're banned.
Banned. Well, we'll get into the details on that. But first, I love the cover photo of the episode tonight because it shows Hunter Biden in his tidy whities as more photos from this laptop of his continue to leak. And now the GOP is saying that they're demanding the 51 former intelligence operatives to divulge information about their 2020 statement that the documents from Hunter Biden's laptop could be Russian disinformation, with a GOP senior aide telling the New York Post that the ex-spies should expect to be subpoenaed next year if they fail to comply.
Yeah, but so according to, I don't think they have to be, they could just skip out if you're subpoenaed. I think that's the way it goes now. You get subpoenaed, you don't have to show up. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna get a lot of trouble for that, though.
Are they? I'm waiting for it.
I mean, I guess so. Who you're inferring about? What's his name?
A lot of people. There was
Melty Face.
Melty Face.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Melty Face?
Bannon. His face is like melting.
Oh, Bannon. Yeah, he skipped out. I don't think there was any repercussions there. Didn't the other guy, the conspiracy nut,
Alex Jones
skipped out on a subpoena? I don't think there's any consequences for that.
I think there's no consequences yet, but I think there will be consequences.
I'm waiting for him.
I read something the other day that said people were just shitting on Merrick Garland, being like, "What the hell, Merrick Garland?" And then this story was that Merrick Garland, that Biden is not pushing Merrick Garland to do anything about it.
Well, that's not. You can't do that. That's interfere. You can't interfere with investigation if you're the president, which the last guy didn't really listen to. But you're not supposed to, as the president. Well, we're talking about it. You want me to be honest?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're always honest.
That's what I'm going to be. Last guy had no trouble interfering with the Department of Justice, and Biden knows not to do that.
Well, I think that then means now that you can do it. I think Biden should drop a hint.
You're not supposed to. You have to let the Department of That's a separate.
What if he calls Merrick Garland and goes, "We have to find an indictment against Bannon"? Can you find an indictment?
Only if he says, "Can you find me 11,000 more votes?" That's what he needs.
Can you find me 11,000 indictments, please?
Right.
I actually like this move a lot because I think these 51 experts spoke out of their ass, out of purely politically motivated objectives, and they should have to fess up for it.
If they, they should bring. Yeah, if that's the case, if they're found to be, the testimony they gave was found to be faulty or whatever, they should have to come forward and speak about it, at least in front of them again.
Yeah.
Well, according to Paul, Alex Jones is being fined for thousands a day by judge.
Yeah, that's like an ongoing thing right now. I just he was on News 12 here on Long Island.
Does that have to do with the subpoena, or is that a separate thing?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know, but he was spouting out it's the Democrats, it's the mainstream media, it's the all these people that are trying to kill free speech and everything because he's taking it on the chin for the Sandy Hook stuff that he said, and
yeah, and apparently, according to him, the frogs we're turning the frogs gay.
You're right.
That's one of his gems.
Well, frogs and Florida children we have to protect, Frank. I don't know.
You got to watch it. Oh, why no T-Bone?
Why no T-Bone? I'm really pissed off about the Facebook thing.
I don't get it. Can we talk about that now? Is that a topic for tonight?
Yeah, well, it is. Well, let's
get
go.
to that.
All right, we'll get to it. Let's do Jumpstart Coffee Company. I'm sipping on a Jumpstart. By the way, have you noticed? Just take a look at how much your old pal Ant needs Jumpstart tonight. Here's a normal size mug.
That's
right.
Mug Costanza.
That's a daddy's had a day today mug.
It's a big old mug.
Yeah.
By the way, this mug. This is a big ass mug back here.
Is it a big ass mug? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. It's huge.
By the way, Jumpstart Coffee Company, straight vodka. That's how you do it.
Do they go well together? Can you mix coffee and vodka? Is that a thing?
Yes. Espresso martinis.
Is that what that is? That's all that is basically?
I mean...
They go well together, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Kids ask me, Frank, the young kids in broadcasting school, they go, what's the secret to broadcasting? I say, get drunk a lot. Just be really intoxicated most of the time.
Do they also ask you what you're doing there because you're not a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be in here.
Yeah. Jumpstart Coffee Company, happy to have them back or welcoming them back this week. They've been absolutely incredible to us. They couldn't be without us, Frank, and we couldn't be without them either.
I just can't quit you.
Yeah, it wasn't I just can't quit you moment. It's true. It's true. It's the polar opposite of I'll never let go, Jack. You know what I'm saying? They didn't let us just wither away and freeze to death.
Freeze to death and sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Jumpstart Coffee Company, you can save 15% off your purchase with the promo code AOA15. Frank loves it. J-Sabs, love or hate Jumpstart Coffee?
Oh, love.
That's amazing.
Good stuff.
I didn't know which way she was going to go. You can never tell with J-Sabs.
With me,
never. One thing we could all agree on, I think.
Yeah, you can never
all three
tell.
of us.
Wow, that's one thing.
Team Jumpstart. Yep. Count it.
Well, also that there's going to be a that's what she said joke. There was like 7 of them today from her in the chats and the text messages.
That's your thing.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Just stating facts.
Okay. That was pretty funny, though. I just wanted to say cream. That's what she said.
We were talking about raviolis, and she goes, I don't like the cream inside. I'm like, cream inside of a ravioli? She's like, the ricotta, but, I want to say cream.
Which I don't get. I'm sorry. You don't like ravioli? There's so many things that I find very strange that you don't.
About me.
Oh, yeah. Unusual. Not strange. Unusual.
Yes, like, the cookie thing.
Cookie thing is weird.
That's gross. That's gross.
Cookies and milk. That's always been a thing.
No, I know it's a thing, but to me, I don't like sogginess. And to me, there's nothing worse than a soggy piece of bread, a soggy cookie.
Bread's
nothing.
Different. Bread's different.
But the cookie too.
You got it with the milk, like ice cold. Oh, it's good stuff. And then ravioli. You don't like ravioli?
No.
Where'd the ravioli thing come from?
I just never liked it, ever. I don't like the filling.
You just don't like the cheese.
If
it was pasta, could you have pasta with ricotta on top?
Yep, because it's different. It tastes different.
Frank, I was just gonna ask that, and I was like, I know the answer is gonna be yes. How is it different?
Like lasagna. You could have lasagna.
Right. It's different though. It's different. I'm telling you. It is way. A stuffed shell, the stuffing in there tastes different than ravioli stuffing.
You're insane.
Even though the idea is similar, it's different. I'm telling you, we're gonna do a taste test at my house one day. 4th of July.
Oh, as long as you're making ravioli, I'm good.
Okay.
Now, does it matter? Like, what if it's like spinach ravioli or lobster ravioli, stuff like that? It's still no good, or you go for that?
It's different because it's a different filling.
So straight plain ravioli, you don't go for. All right.
Wait, so you'll eat like a mushroom ravioli?
Yeah, because it's not a certain kind of cheese in there.
This is insanity.
You're a weirdo.
I mean, I will admit, Frank, that it's true. Regular ravioli and like ravioli with a filling, it does taste different.
Well,
That is
yeah,
true.
that's the point of the. Of course, it's going to taste different. There's lobster in there, or there's spinach in there, or whatever. That's the point of putting different things in there. But it's still ricotta cheese and mozzarella and. No, all right.
I just don't like it.
Nah, I don't know. She's crazy. I honestly, I can't. Between Frank and Janine, I can't vouch for either one of them anymore. It's just
Hey, what did I
insane
say?
behavior. I don't know. Whatever Democratic crazy thing came out of your
You
head
love it all.
is just as insane as Janine's food preferences.
Let's get some
Wow.
Team Frankie C's in the chat.
All right, listen up. That beautiful Jumpstart Coffee Company limited edition tumbler that you see on your screen there is going to be given to everybody who signs up for a subscription. That's a subscribe and save deal. Of course, you can sign up and say, I go through 2 coffee bags a month. I go through 3 coffee bags a month. You tell Jumpstart, they'll deliver them to you every single month. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. 50% of your coffee addiction goes to help the wonderful folks over at the, I don't know if you've heard of this, Navy SEAL Foundation.
Oh,
I hear they do good
things.
I hear great things.
Give you your freedoms, basically.
Right.
Least you can do is grab some delicious coffee, enjoy it, and of course support those who give us our freedoms. You get this mug at the 3rd month when you sign up for a subscription before the end of May. Limited time offer only before the end of May. At the end of May, the white tumbler deal goes away. 30-ounce white tumbler, very beautiful.
That's a decent amount of time they give it. It's not like you got till tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's 2 months. That's pretty
giving them room to breathe. To breathe. Link in the description below. Order up your Jumpstart coffee now, and of course, use that promo code AOA15 to save you some 15%. Janie is encouraging us to go to Patreon. You can say anything there. Once a month talks.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen.
But you have to pay for everything on Patreon, right? Like this show, we wouldn't be able to do for free.
I don't know. People do it different. A lot of people do different things in different ways. Here's what I do know. Like, people, again, we've been talking about our memberships. Memberships are what is going to, like, as we get shadow banned and now fucking fully banned on Facebook, that kills our revenue.
How long of a ban do we know? We'll get to it.
Yeah, well, I'll get to all the details. But anyway, the point is thank you, Janie, for the super chat.
Yes.
But I just want everybody to know, because I know there's a lot of people have signed up to be members, which I appreciate. But there's still a lot more people that can sign up. And we need you to sign up in order for us to continue. I don't want to Alex Jones this and act like we're being persecuted, but it's fucking really obvious that we can't say certain shit without getting banned.
It's unbelievable. I don't see the problem. I don't know what we're saying that's so weird.
Well, more on that in a second. Is this true that OJ's dating Nicole Simpson's sister? This can't be true.
That would be very strange.
That would be insanity.
Deborah, no, I'm not growing a mustache, and yes, you are having a psychotic break.
Well, then you have a little schmutz over here. Then
it's laziness. This will be gone by the next show.
Congratulations on puberty, though. By the way, I just want to say it's about time.
We made it there together, guys.
Yeah, that was a long journey.
For all your support.
Thanks to Laura for the Canadian money. I appreciate that. We're going to put that towards improving our power play. So
well, good luck.
Really helpful there.
2 minutes for high sticking.
Okay, here's the OJ Simpson video. It was a TikTok. I don't even really know kind of what happened around this.
Are you able to show it?
No.
Duh.
But I will put a link in the description right now. I'll put a link in the chat for everybody.
And can you describe it?
Yes, I'll describe it. You don't even need to see it, to be honest with you. I'll just give you the premise, and you will automatically understand that this is utterly insane, insane behavior. A group of young, blonde, white girls
I feel targeted.
Whoa.
found their
I'm not young though. Go ahead.
somehow were in O.J. Simpson's room, maybe hotel room, or maybe his house. I think he lives there. He lives there. Okay, this is in his house. And they woke him up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, this is literally like people who you ever see those guys in Florida that tease the alligators by slapping their noses?
Yeah.
I can't imagine and like laughing and giggling and like, isn't this fun or funny?
I'm a little lost here. They're controlling the TikTok. They're recording it.
Yes.
The girls are recording it. And what? They walk into OJ's bedroom. He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. They walk into OJ's bedroom and they wake him up. And they're like dancing around and they're like playing music and he's like in a dead sleep. And they posted this on TikTok.
What the hell?
I think it's a thing though.
What's the thing?
Like just to go into random people's houses.
You mean like breaking and entering?
Yeah.
That is a thing.
And like just waking people up. I don't know. That's what I thought.
So you think this was someone that OJ has no idea who they are? They just broke into his house and filmed him and woke him up and left?
Yep.
Could that be real? That's crazy.
It's hard to tell because they just posted this video and
Now the way you tell, I think, is isn't there a way to see who follows them? Like if OJ follows them or something, then they're friends and they know each other.
Yeah, but here's the thing. OJ just got on Twitter like 17 years after everybody else did.
I thought this was TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. So we're 4 or 5 years away from him realizing what TikTok is. He doesn't know what TikTok is.
Oh boy. Yeah, but breaking into his house and what the hell?
So it was posted originally by a guy named Andrew Silverman. And my only guess is that he's a friend of OJ's and let them in the house and did this.
So
I really don't know. It's confusing.
How does OJ react?
He's like, what's going on? He's like looking at them. He's not all that happy about it.
I mean, forgetting it's OJ, anybody, you get waking up, you're sleeping and you're in your bed. All of a sudden, a bunch of strangers walk in your house and start filming you and playing music and laughing and stuff. Yeah, it's going to freak anybody out.
Look at Frank. He's like the nicest guy in the world. He ended a couple of lamps already in the history of his house because he's just violent in bed.
You come into my room, there's no telling what's going to happen. I'll just I'll be asleep, dead asleep. You just get a punch right in the face. You come
All right, I can't ask Frank about this, but if I go to Janine and I go, Janine, I got a funny little thing. I know where, let's go 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm in.
Me and you. I know where OJ is sleeping. We're going to wake him up and make a TikTok.
I'm definitely in.
You're going to break into his house, into OJ Simpson's house.
Yeah.
This isn't,
not break in. Let's say I got a key. Like this guy, I think he had. I don't think these people broke in. That would be incredibly alarming. But even still, like let's say he had just people staying over his house. Like let's say this guy brought people over, and OJ went to bed knowing these people were in his house. The idea that they were going to walk into his bedroom at 3 o'clock in the morning and fucking wake him up out of a cold, dead sleep. I would.
I'm in.
And it's like going on a roller coaster without a seat, without putting the fucking thing down, being like, we're going to be fine.
We'll risk it. Right. What's the Robin? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? It's like, I don't know who's doing this shit.
I mean, at least he's asleep. Hopefully, that's that. You got that on your side. Got to thank Jack Me Off becoming a new member.
Jack Me Off. Thank you.
Say that again, Frank. Who'd you want to thank?
Jack Me Off.
Okay.
Became a new member. Laura with the super chat, who said that on already. Janie, another super chat. I'm going for the highest membership. She's up in her membership, guys. She was
Nice.
in the middle.
Nice.
That's good stuff.
Way to go, Janie. Way to step up.
But this OJ thing, I would you do that honestly?
No.
No, right? Would you do that to anybody?
I would do it to people I knew who don't have a history of murdering two people. You know? But no, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that to anybody.
No.
I would not do this to anybody who has that sort of a history. And here's the thing too, like podcasts and other people, other shows. I don't know if anybody's really noticed this, but this is the first time we've ever talked about OJ. We do not talk about OJ. I just don't think
not? We should.
I don't find any of his shit interesting or funny. Like other shows like goof around.
It doesn't have to be funny. I mean, we talk about things that aren't funny all the time.
Yeah, I know, but it's like he murdered two people and got away with it. And then he's on Twitter, and then people are like, "Oh, look at this funny Twitter he had." I'm like, I don't. It's none of this is funny to me. He's a murderer. You know, got out on a
we don't talk about the case. I mean, that's something.
Innocent until proven. Oh, never mind. What were we saying?
I'm just saying, like, I don't really go for the normal OJ stuff, but this one in particular.
Oh, thank you, Jane.
I found quite interesting.
Can I throw out an unpopular opinion?
Oh God.
It was all Trump's fault?
I don't think he did it.
You really don't think so?
No way. Are you for real?
I think this is just speculation here.
Of course.
I think his son did it. And he covered for him. He helped him get away with it.
Where is this coming from? I've never heard you say this.
There were there's documentaries about it. There's the son, who was a chef, that night was going to have Nicole Brown over and a bunch of people. It was like a dinner for like 12 people or something.
Wait, the son was going to have?
The son was going to, at his restaurant, was going to host, was going to serve 12 people that night.
Wait, are you talking about his mom? I'm confused.
No, OJ's son, not Nicole's son.
Okay.
OJ's son.
He had kids before Nicole?
Right.
Okay.
And he is a chef. And that night, he was supposed to have her in the restaurant with like 10 other people. They were going to have a party. She canceled last minute. That same night, he punched out, like if they had the time cards that do the digital, he punched him out.
Yeah.
He wrote it in the time he left on pencil that one night. He never did that before on any other night. And he claimed that it was broken. It wasn't broken. He just wrote it in what time he left. So the timeline, he said he left at like 10:30, but people are saying he left earlier. He faked the time card, etc. Then they found diaries. They found his son's diaries. In his diary, he goes through it and he writes, I cut a major, forget the word he said, a major distraction out of my life. Dated that day.
What?
Plus the DNA kind of matches up. It's OJ's son. That, the gloves, the head. I feel like it's just a theory. He was found innocent. He probably did it. But a theory I'm putting out there is maybe his son did it and he was covering. It's just a theory. I'm telling you, they never looked into it, but there's documentaries about it. I'm just saying.
I just looked at Frank's right. Darn it.
Is he right?
As soon as you look up OJ's son, it comes up that he did it. I never heard this before.
It's a theory that's out there. It's because he, how every time you hear OJ talk about it, he goes, "Oh, my kids, I do everything for my kids. And I think this was one. Maybe it's not, it's not bulletproof. This theory, but it's, it's got something. It's at least there's some evidence leaning that way.
All right, you're turning people off so much as they're reneging their memberships now. Do you see what you did?
Who reneged?
Look, Paige did like 5. Jack,
no, you're in, buddy. That's it. You can't get out. Once you're in, jack me off. You're stuck.
Paige is
Paige is a
gonna
new
pull out
member.
now. See what you're doing?
Paige, no, wait, where does it say Paige is leaving?
Right there. She says, I'm thinking about. She was agreeing with Jack.
I was thinking the same thing, Jack me off. Damn it. Sorry,
Jeannie,
Paige.
thank you for upping your membership. You are like an all-star this episode. Thank you, and have been for quite some time. Appreciate that. Yeah, let's take an applause
Yes.
break. Frank
Thank you.
refuses to applause because he's too busy
No,
defending
I'm sorry.
OJ.
No, I was reading the comments that the
He's
I'm
too
seeing
busy
people-
with wearing his or taking his the glove didn't fit, so you must have quit shirt out of the dryer.
First of all,
Mm.
I have 3 of them, so there's always one ready. But
All right.
it's just a theory. Hey, listen. Chances are 99% he did it. I'm sure
Now
that's
I'm
what
gonna
happened.
I'm gonna have
But
to go down this rabbit
I'm
hole
just
tonight.
saying that all I'm saying is that there's theories about this that's out there, and it's not as far-fetched as I thought it would be. I saw some of the documentaries, and it's just a weird kind of thing. That's all I'm saying.
Where did you see these documentaries? Newsmax?
It was a while ago. No. Yeah.
No,
right, I
no,
gotta
no,
watch
no,
that.
no, 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 no.
No,
Frank was like,
they're,
no.
It was like the Discovery Channel, something like that. It was when people actually watched TV
The
instead of
Discovery Channel?
instead of like streaming stuff.
Hmm.
Well, don't say that like it's a bad thing. You're on a streaming thing. Did you see?
I'm not saying it's a
No,
Did you
bad
hear the
thing.
disdain in his voice just
No,
now?
I said when people watched TV instead of streaming stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm. Frank, where were you that night?
Yeah.
Let's see, 94?
Mm.
I was 12 years old.
He's probably masturbating to
Probably
Pam
masturbating.
Anderson. Pam Anderson, right?
I was probably masturbating that night.
What's scary is you're right. It just wasn't Frank you're talking. You just the wrong co-host right there. It's 100% accurate.
Wow.
That was
That's
Pam Anderson's heyday.
94?
I'm going to stop the show right now. Let's talk about something important. Pam Anderson or Carmen Electra? I'd like a vote in the live chat, please.
Carmen Electra.
Pam Anderson or Carmen Electra?
Carmen Electra.
Janine, that's shocking. I am shocked.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Really? Why?
I thought you would have sided with the blonde, the Team Blonde. I'm not sure that's
Team
all right.
Blonde.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Why Carmen Electra?
Have you seen her home video with Tommy? Definitely not a natural blonde.
Hi-oh.
Hashtags curtains and drapes.
I did not see Pam and Tommy Paul, but that's on my list.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
I
watched
didn't
that
see
either.
that.
People say it's good.
I thought it was just going to be like a hour and a half. It's a freaking series. I wanted just a movie or something. I gotta tune in for how many episodes now? God.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna. I think the era of made-for-TV movies is gone.
How about just made for movies? Just make a movie. It doesn't have to be. If it's made for streaming, it's made. Because made for TV movies are cleaner and they don't. It's rated like PG-13 usually. But you could make a movie for streaming that's rated R.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think we're gonna get movies anymore. We're gonna have to go to the movie theater to watch limited series.
That'd be weird.
And we're gonna be like, let's go to the limited series theater and go see.
Not as long as they keep cranking out these Marvel movies that are making billions of dollars.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be Marvel movies and limited series about fucking
Right.
shit in the 90s.
Whoa. You got some
Right.
crazy super chats going on here. What's going on?
Well, credit Janie because she's calling for everybody to throw $5 in the ring, which I truly do appreciate. And Brian, big man on
Right.
campus.
1999.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
All I'm saying, just to round it, all I'm saying with the OJ thing is just look at it. That's all. Just
No,
check
look-
out.
I'll be looking at this before I go to sleep tonight. Thanks, Frank.
That's all. It's just
What
there's
are you
just
gonna
some
say
weird
next?
coincidence.
Trump's still president. He won the election. I'm
That
shocked.
I'm not saying.
by
That's the
turnout.
only.
Right.
I'm not huge into like crazy conspiracy stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But this one is just a weird side track. Like you have the whole OJ thing, which I followed, and it was, obviously after the fact, when it was happening, I wasn't too into it because I was 12 years old. But after the fact, I got into it. I saw all the stuff about it, and then there was this thing, and I was like, well, if everything they're saying in here is true, it's just some weird stuff. It's some weird coincidences. And they never
Wait.
brought him in for questioning, which is
Right.
also very strange.
Well, there's a lot of strange things about that case. But Paul, they show Tommy full frontal and his penis talks. Now, this is, I'm going to watch this right after the show.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
What?
Yeah, and I think it's the guy. It's the guy from the Marvel movies. It's one of the guys from the Marvel movies.
Oh, really?
Is it him? Is it his member?
No.
I don't know.
It's got to be CGI, and if it's talking.
Tommy's a talented fella. I don't know if anybody can really. But I'll tell you what,
yes,
Frank.
he is.
I'm going to pledge that we're going to find out, and I'm going to go ahead and pass this assignment along to JSAPS. Let her.
They're all
figure
over it.
out. Let me get it.
Oh,
It is
what
up to-
assignment?
Yeah, well, you have to watch the old Pam and Tommy sex tape,
Okay.
and then watch the new show and tell us if it's real or fake.
Okay.
Yeah, do a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah, tell us if they CGI'd Tommy's real member onto this dude, or if it was really this dude. Is that an
Interesting.
assignment you're willing to? I'm giving you cover with your husband, basically. You should-
Absolutely.
All right, there you go.
Surprised you haven't seen it already.
You know what? There's so many other things we've been watching, so I was like, all right, next series.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
But now that I heard that his penis talks, I'm in.
That doesn't creep you out.
Go
No.
ahead, Frank. Super chat.
Where are we? Hold on. Jack me off for $5. Who pays more into the podcast, Janie or Jumpstart? It's a good question.
That is an excellent question. We'll
We'll
have
have to run some numbers on that one.
We'll have to tally it up at the end of this episode, because if Janie gets to a certain level, we're going to start talking about whatever her business is.
Yeah,
Right.
What is she plugging?
That's what she
been
said.
on fire.
Ayo.
Paige says you'll love the Pam and Tommy series. The actors were so good it messes with your head. I have heard multiple people say that, especially the girl who plays Pam Anderson looks and acts so much like her that it does, like, people forget, like, oh, I'm not watching the real Pam Anderson.
Just from the previews, I was like, holy crap. But the both of them kind of, they looked very, very similar to them. They casted them the right way.
Yeah, it seemed to have done a good job with it. Most of the people are picking Carmen Electra. I have to say, it looks like that Hep C really cost Pam in this particular poll.
That'll hurt you in the end.
Yeah, it seems that people are taking a lot of
yes.
points off.
She's going to lose some points for that.
All right, Elon's Twitter secrets. Two things I wanted to mention to everybody about this, because people seem to really take a lot of interest in it the last episode when we talked about it. Did you know, although Elon is credited as a founder of Tesla, he actually really didn't start Tesla?
Did
you know
not
that?
know that.
Who did?
Not a lot of people know that. Two other dudes started Tesla. He was fresh off of selling PayPal. He had a shit ton of money. He bought up enough stock in Tesla to basically force out the other dudes, put himself in as the one of the founders, and basically take all the credit in the world for Tesla.
So he's not this super crazy genius that we thought he was?
Well, he is, to a degree. I don't want to take anything away from him. He is, because who knows where Tesla would have been without him.
Oh, well, I mean, he did dump a lot of money into it and whatever, but he didn't come up with it. He didn't invent it.
He didn't technically start the company. So, and that is important, because according to some of the filings that we're starting to see now, he started purchasing Twitter shares back in January. So even though we just found out about this on Monday, it's been January, February, and March where he's just been slowly buying up Twitter stock. And supposedly the only reason why we found out is because they gave him a seat, and that's why it was announced. And the reason because of that is because if you have a seat, if you're on the board of Twitter, you can't amass more than 15% of the stock. So
what
meaning
does he
that he
have?
can't become a majority, even though he is the majority owner, like he owns the most
Yeah.
at 9.2%, he can't get 51% of the company.
But he's still the lead
Yeah.
everybody else doesn't have anything close to that, probably.
Exactly. So what that can do, who really knows? And you know what winds up happening in these situations? You don't get 51% of the company, but you get enough of the board members on board to always vote with you, and then that's how you basically wind up controlling shit.
Hell yeah.
So that's the secret behind Elon Musk. But a lot of people didn't know that he didn't actually technically start the company.
That is weird, wild stuff.
Quick Ghislaine Maxwell update here. Her family, no surprise, no shock in the fact that her family was shocked that she was denied a new trial. Her brothers and sisters put together a Maxwell family statement, and they said that they're going to focus now on an appeal. And that is going to be what they're all going to be doing moving forward. So again, sentencing, appeal, and then found dead in jail is basically what we're going to cover on the Ghislaine Maxwell.
That's the pattern.
And that's where we're going. So there's still nobody's surprised.
Right.
That's what we can expect.
Heads up.
Yeah. Interesting thing here on the Elon from DB. Elon could start his own Twitter. I wonder what will happen. This has also been something that's been going around. I wonder what will happen if he's been on the inside of the company for X amount of time and then sells his shares off and then starts something else. Now, I'm sure there's all sorts of non-competes and, what do they call that? Not DBAs, but NDAs and all that kind of stuff. But who knows, once he gets in there and sees some of that tech that they're dealing with, some of that code, if he's going to go off and run and start a copycat.
I don't know how it's not easy to start a new social media platform, especially if you're going to compete with Twitter. That's I don't know how a lot of people have tried, and a lot of people have they've all kind of fell short. I mean, it's Twitter. How are you going to compete with that?
I don't know.
You got to offer something way more than Twitter's offering, I guess. I don't know what though.
J-Sabs, you let me know 10 minutes, 15 minutes, what I got here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make sure we get to your secret before.
Ooh.
Yeah. Saucy stuff.
This is juicy.
Give me a hand signal when you know.
Okay.
That means 1 minute? What is that?
That means get the corn ready. I don't even know. Okay.
All right, let's do this while J Sabs figures it out. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Frank had this story. Do you want to share it?
Oh, my goodness. You could share it if you want.
Okay. So Marjorie Taylor Greene basically said, Jimmy Kimmel went on his show and there was some sort of jokey threat about having Will Smith go and smack her and ask the Capitol Police for help. And people are pointing out the juxtaposition here of her reaching out to the Capitol Police for help while she basically voted against awarding Capitol Police with congressional gold medals.
Like what is the thought process, number one, behind voting no to that? Like what is the reasoning behind saying no? Like if you're a police officer and you've seen any kind of action, you deserve some kind of a recognition for that. Especially that day. With the dozens of cops that were injured. I mean, how do you not honor them in some way? It's a medal. It's not like you're not doing anything outlandish and crazy. You're awarding them a medal. How do you vote no on that? That's number one. Number two, then you have the gall to what? Ask the Capitol Police to help you against the comedian? What is she? I don't even know what she's trying to do. I mean, the guy went on TV and made a joke in the opening monologue, and she is calling on the Capitol Police. I seriously think she's out of her mind. She's this isn't the only, she's one of these people that she yelled out during Biden's State of the Union address. She yelled out during another official was talking to Congress, and she just yells things out like she's at a comedy club and she's heckling. It's like, what are you doing? That doesn't do anything. All it does is create disruption. And I mean, I guess it gets you, on Twitter trending, but it makes you look like an idiot, though. I don't get the end game there.
I agree. It's all short-term gains, right? Because it's all like, oh, I'm playing to my base, playing to my base, playing to my
What
base.
gain? You're just heckling. It doesn't get anything accomplished.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna have a long-term career success in Congress, but that's
Let's
just me.
hope.
Her and the other one, the other idiot.
Yeah.
But I think that's the same for all the radicals on both sides. They're not gonna last. You know.
Well, radical or not, they are just this. They're shit stirring, disrupting. Like, I understand shit stirring, but like for no reason, or just the bullshit that comes out that they spew on a daily basis is just unbelievable. And to just yell out stuff in the middle of hearings, and it's so, yeah. Bobert, that's jack me off. Thank you.
What?
The Bobert was the one you were talking about.
Did you just say
Wanting to
Bobert
jack me off?
jacked you off?
Right.
Be
I did
careful.
say that.
We can still get sued for slander, Frank. I don't want you to get in any sort of trouble.
Well, they can't see us on Facebook apparently.
Coming off of the Hillary Clinton campaign and DNC getting fined, now there's a possibility that Trump may be fined, and they're saying it could be for a lot more. So here's what happened. Hillary got fined because a group sued the FEC, Federal Election. They sued them, and so they had to respond, and so that's kind of what happened there. So on the same day that this happened, a Democratic group sued the FEC over stuff that the Trump campaign did. The difference here is Hillary's was around $1 million, and this suit for this group against Trump and the RNC is for like $800 million.
Oh,
Hi-oh.
Yeah, so a bit of a difference there. Basically, they're accusing them of doing the same thing, of passing along payment to another and to a middleman to get to somebody else for the wrong reasons that they didn't claim. But the difference is $1 million versus $800 million.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a big one.
That's basically the story. We'll keep our eye on, what happens on that front, but that's basically the story right there. So we'll see. Janie says 8-year term limits and they can't run for another office for 8 years.
All right, so they're in for 8 years, and then when they're done, they got to wait 8 more years to run again.
Well, the Senate is 6 years, and I feel like it's around it's about that time. That's one traditional thing I'm okay with amending, because I think 4 years for president and 4 years for senators is about right.
Yeah, but the difference is when you're president, you can only be president twice for 8 years total. With this, you could just keep winning elections.
Oh, really?
And you could be a senator for the rest, for
Yeah,
30, 40 years if you want.
Congress people either. There's
Congress.
no terms.
Yeah, there's no limit. As long as you keep getting voted in.
I think you should have to reach some sort of threshold, like 65% of the vote or 75% of the vote.
Right.
If you're gonna go ahead and break that, like, you have to be that good that both sides can be like, all right, this guy's or this girl's killing it, let's keep them in. Other than that, it's kind of tough. Right. But again, we're campaign finance and term limits. Magically, the people who would affect the most can find a way to pass these rules and laws and make them happen.
As a shock.
Imagine that shock, right? Exactly. Trump's gaydar, maybe the funniest.
What
clip.
In the hell is this?
Maybe
I love this. I saw this.
Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking. He was at a. Oh, fuck it. He was at a. I'll do it over here. He was at a rally. I don't know. It seems like he's always at a rally. That's kind of what he does now. And there's a group called Gays for Trump, I think.
Yep.
Is that what they're called?
Yep.
And so he's there and he's doing a speech, and so I guess he knows that the Gays for Trump are at the rally, and so he goes to ask.
How does he put his foot in his mouth this time?
He goes to ask where they are, and this is what happens. I'll play you the audio only here. Hold on.
Thank you.
I didn't hear what he said.
You didn't hear that?
No.
All right, let me go back here.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, you don't look good.
I can't understand what he's saying.
He says, "Where's gays for Trump?"
Right.
And somebody raises their hand and he goes, "You don't look gay."
Oh, jeez.
Why isn't he president?
What? You don't look gay.
I
It's
mean,
pretty
with
funny.
with the most sincere look on,
What
you can't fool me. You don't look gay.
He's such. I can't do it anymore with him.
But everybody, it wasn't even, honestly, it wasn't even, what's the word? Like, everybody laughed at that.
Well, of course they would. Who's
even the gay? So the video came from the guy who was running the gays for Trump, and he was fucking laughing.
Like, what is he looking for?
I don't know.
You know, this guy every time.
He cannot do any wrong.
Nope.
Apparently not. I think he was very correct when he said I could shoot someone and I wouldn't lose a vote.
He can shoot a gay guy wearing a shirt that says "I hate gays."
That's what he was expected in the in the audience. Some guy just doing this.
I think so. That's what he was looking for. You don't have a penis in your hands.
You can't fool me.
But that's what he's looking for. Oh my god. This guy every time he gets a chance to bridge some kind of gap or be relatable to a certain group of people.
Yeah.
He just shoves his foot in his mouth every time.
Here's what's so crazy. If any other political person prior to 2016 would have made that bigoted slip, done.
Yeah.
Done. Over with. They would have, whether they were president, running for president, senator, congressperson, they would have been.
It would have been like the biggest scandal. Now we barely heard about this. I didn't even know about it until you brought it up tonight.
Which is amazing because you get all the Trump hate. You're on the email blast, aren't you?
Right.
TrumpHate.com. I don't know what the.
Yeah.
But no, it's unbelievable that something like this, pardon the pun, goes under the radar.
But
under the gaydar.
Right.
Ivanka testifies 8 hours today. Nobody knows anything. We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My topic's next. Go ahead.
She was in there for 8 fucking hours, though.
8 hours, baby. What do we got?
But nobody knows. We don't know. Nobody has any ideas.
And this was what, the January 6th?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. No reaction from him. I mean, I ever since Elon bought Twitter, I'm checking his Twitter every day to see when it's coming back. And no, I didn't. I mean, unless there was a statement that he put out that I missed, anybody can help me out with that. But yeah, 8 hours.
That's a lot of time. I wonder if any of this will ever be released to the public. They have to. I'm sure they film it, right? Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just all typed out.
Yeah, I don't know. And Kushner did like 6 hours or something. I think they said
it's a long time.
It's a long ass time to do.
So, are we doing a Cash App and PayPal?
I don't know. We got to figure out something because this fucking YouTube. I'm fucking fit to be tired over it.
Fit to be tied?
Fit to be tired.
No, it's tied.
No, it's not fit to be tired.
It's not tired.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
God damn.
I'm 99% sure.
Just when you think you can't have another Viola moment.
Oh my God.
Viola, there
Fit
it is.
to be tired.
There it goes.
Jack me off for $2. See, this is why Facebook won't let this show on. I like Jack's other statement. Trump's dance move looks like a double jerk off every time.
That's true, actually.
That is true. Like he's pleasuring two gentlemen at the same time.
Oh no, everybody's saying tied in the chat.
Good to be tied, baby. Thank you.
Turn the chat off.
Oh God. Go back. Delete that part.
Asshole. What an asshole. Yes.
You got it.
Okay. Dots
Go ahead.
update. I just want everybody to know quickly. I got my pretzels.
I haven't gotten them yet.
Okay.
I got
Wait.
them and my kids ate them all. Thanks.
No, are you for
No,
real?
no. He's like, what? No, no.
Did you get them though?
I did.
Oh man, I don't know.
These are smaller than I thought they would be.
That's what she said.
There you go.
And it was what, $9 for that bag?
No, it was more than that.
Well, $9 per bag. It was like 17.
Oh, I don't know. I got them. I don't know. Cuddles runs the finances. You know that.
Oh God.
She got them off of. By the way, Janine, did you read the gift message?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, see,
What did it say?
good comedy gone to waste.
Oh.
Anyway, Dots
But,
Pretzels tasting on Friday's episode.
Nice.
So there you go. Frank should have his. We'll all have ours. I know there's a lot of people who have listeners who have. So
Hopefully I get mine tomorrow.
mhm.
Wait for
All right,
it.
J-Sab's secret.
What is this? Anthony, do you know what this is?
Yeah, I know what it is. I posted it in the members area on Monday.
Uh-huh. All right.
You
so
still
here
don't
it is.
know, do you?
I don't know. I'm
This
not
is
a member.
great. I can't wait till she tells you. By the way, I don't think I could play the video.
Why
Why?
not?
I don't know. I'm a little concerned because I know it's your video, Janine. I'll explain it later. I can't play it. Do you want me to play it?
I do.
Okay.
Is there anybody
I did-
on the thing that you would need their permission?
Well, also that.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul. You could just not put any sound on. Right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
I think that's how it works.
Oh, is there music?
Yeah.
Oh, so we can't play the music.
No, we cannot play the music.
Right.
I don't even know where to play it from, to be honest with you now. Let me see. Hold on. I got it. Talk amongst yourselves. Let everybody know the 3 membership levels.
Oh, we got 3 membership levels. They're good levels.
Good job,
Some
Frank.
say we have the best levels. They come to me and they say, "Well, what levels do you have?" We always say we have the best levels we could ever. They say, Frankie C. When we talk about levels, we're gonna have the best levels. You're not even gonna believe the levels. We have Viola. We have what's the other one? I forget the middle one. Gahed. And that's what she said. Those are the 3 levels. Each level gets you something different.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Each level gets you something different. The first level, you get the little icons that people are using. The team, this team, that team, Frankie C, team, all that stuff.
Not all that stuff. Not everybody's got a team.
That's true. You need a team. I don't know why you don't have a team yet.
You know why. You voted
Eugene.
against it.
Listen, I
You
only vote.
fucking Elon Musk to me.
Well, I own 34% of this show, so.
All right, here we go. We don't have to put you through the torture.
Team Gahed, you get everything that Team Viola gets, plus the Team Gahed stuff. You get exclusive members only videos. You get early access to new videos, member shout outs,
Special OnlyFans videos.
members only polls. I think that's what you're talking about. the
You said
polls.
access to polls.
Some
Right.
people dancing on poles.
Right. That's what she said. Members become producers of the show. That means they get to pick the topics we talk about, which is amazing. So, also social media connection, discounted merchandise,
Very
which is
important.
awesome stuff.
And every level gets advanced videos, like for instance this one where we learned this about Janine. Are you ready, Frank?
Hold on. Are we going to see the video?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna play it now. You ready?
go for it.
You're probably wondering how I ended up like this.
Oh no! What?
All right. So basically, Janine, go ahead, Janine.
I escaped getting COVID twice in December. This first one, this is us at our friend's Christmas dinner, where it was a crowded restaurant in the midst of, one of the surges. And then on New Year's Eve, went to my friend's house where everybody else got COVID except for me and my husband. No joke. So I thought I was in the clear until, man, a piece of shit friend right here who didn't get the vaccine, you know, because I'm such a piece of shit. I go and volunteer my time. That's where, at a mostly vaccinated event, gets COVID.
Well, mostly you got to read the fine print.
What does mostly vaccinated event mean?
And it means that everybody had to be vaccinated up until 2 weeks before the event actually happened, because they changed the rule. But they also closed out ticket sales. So I still don't know, but I'm very curious to know how many people. It doesn't matter anyway, because everyone who I was around in December was vaccinated who got COVID, but I just had to throw that in there. That's it. So yes, I finally got it.
I haven't gotten it yet.
2 weeks ago. Almost
So
2 weeks ago?
So you had it 2 weeks ago.
Wait, I don't even know what today. Yeah. Yep. My husband got it first. And then 2 days later, I tested.
Are your kids okay?
Oh yeah, and they had it too. And they were fine. You wouldn't even have known they had it unless I tested.
Did you test them?
Yep.
You did?
And they
Yep.
came out positive?
They did.
How did you guys feel through it?
Fine.
100% fine.
Asshole.
My husband, he started with a cough on that Monday night and woke up, and he had a fever and he had some body aches. But then, like, by Wednesday, it was like a switch, and then he was just fine. I started coughing, but I have had a cough for like the past weeks because of postnasal drip. Gross. And I never really got a fever. It was 99.6, but that was it, really. I never got body aches. I never had a high fever, nothing like that. So the only thing I had was my cough.
Good. Excellent.
And yeah, that's
Don't
it.
say good. You were hoping she would die.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
he
not hoping that.
definitely was.
Yeah,
I
I was
was.
hoping you would die. That's what
Why
I
would
was
you be
I
any different?
mean, you would have laughed. You would have laughed.
I would have
I
thought
would-
that was
ah!
the greatest thing ever if you died. COVID. That would have been so fucking funny. By the
Go
way, can
ahead.
we just zero in on this video? And why are you blowing a full-on pint glass? Can we talk about that?
Oh, because I was trying to get it in my mouth without me holding my hand, but then somebody took the picture too quick.
I don't know, man. Was that me? Did I take that picture?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
a good
know.
question. You must have. I think
Well,
you're
back out of the shot.
But I'll be honest, I was mad that I got it like now and not December, man. Come on. Come on. Very, very weird, very strange.
Why
It
It's
is
not
is.
Coke, Janine. It's not like you're like, oh, the Coke in the 70s was the best. The fuck are you talking about?
Because I was exposed way too much in December, like
Well, it's still out there. It's not like
especially New Year's Eve, where everybody else got it at there except me and husband.
How is that even possible?
Don't know. I really don't know. We were still trying to figure that out, but and then we get it that, you know, of course, where, you know, there's nothing around. I'm like, it's not even cool to get it right now.
No,
It's not
nobody
even
cares.
trending.
Yeah, it's lame now.
It's not
Yeah.
even trending. Come on.
Get with it.
So, but yeah, that's it.
And did you test recently? Like, is it gone, or how long is it?
And you know what? I wanted to know, because you can test positive up to 90 days afterwards.
Okay.
Even though everywhere you read says do not test until 90 days afterwards. Because I have so many tests. I was like, let me just see. So on day 9, negative. So.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you got through it. That's awesome.
Oh, I knew
I'm
I
not.
would.
I wish you would have died.
Thanks.
By the way,
Mm.
Paige has an interesting comment here that could be a new theory.
Oh,
Newest strain of COVID, JSABS 3.
oh, I like that.
You could have your own strain of COVID.
Maybe.
It's going to mutate inside you.
All right, can I tell you what I'm mad at you for?
What?
And I've noticed this. I don't know if this comes with age, but I've noticed this in our little friend group more now than I ever have before. This has come up a couple of times. Why wouldn't you tell us while it's happening to you? You waited till it was over.
Because I was trying to make a cool video and I couldn't. I couldn't make it in time.
2 weeks?
What does that even mean?
You know what? I had a lot of stuff going on right at the same time. So
you couldn't say, "Hey guys, I got COVID."
it was just too much stuff going on, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, well, I don't want to say right now. There was one point I was going to make a joke, but then you guys were talking about something. It was like, I don't know, 72 texts, and I was like, forget it. I'm not going to put my news in here now. Stealing my thunder. What was it?
You got mad because the text chat got usurped by other items?
Yeah.
So I have a question. We are getting together this weekend. Are you
Yep.
going to be there?
Yep.
I'm not going now.
I'm not.
Wait. Were you on the podcast when you had COVID?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. You couldn't. I think
Couldn't make that a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it's already over 2 weeks anyway. But my husband, of course, had a kidney stone attack the one night I missed because he did have a kidney stone attack, and I was
How did you not record that?
am I gonna have to bring him to the hospital? Like, come on. It was annoying. It was annoying more than
That
anything.
would be a good members only video.
His health is
Right.
annoying. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Hmm.
Got
Yes.
it. Wait, did you really bring him to the hospital?
No, he was fine. He was okay after a few hours. So
Did he pass it?
he doesn't even know. I'm like, how do you not know? I don't know.
No, you know. I passed one. You fucking know.
My father
Yep.
passed one, and he couldn't wait to like text us all the photo he took of the damn thing.
Right.
I was never so grossed out in my life.
Oh, really?
I was like, thanks. It's great stuff.
Jay Sebs is the Aaron Rodgers of the AOA podcast.
Jack me off
So
with the
true.
home run.
That's so true. You're fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like, I was inoculated, and they were like, "Do you know inoculated means the vaccine?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't get the vaccine."
I didn't get that. No.
I can't. I'm mad at you because here's the thing, and I don't know if nobody really knows this probably, but during the time that I had COVID, we never saw better numbers because, and this isn't a surprise, but people were tuning in to see if I was going to die, and that's okay with me. I'm fine.
That's the only
with that.
reason I tuned in.
Oh.
Like, we could have gotten that sort of heat off of your COVID, and now it's just nothing. It's like a fucking.
All right, I'll come back.
You
I'll come
can't-
back.
You can't come back.
This is a good reason for me not to go on Saturday.
Why? It's
No, wait.
it's over the time anyway.
When did you test positive? When did you first?
Oh.
Wait, how did this all? He had a cough, and you were like, "Oh, we should get it. We should figure it out."
He had a cough that Monday night, but then when he woke up and he had a fever, which he never gets a fever, I was like, "Did you test?" Oh no, actually, it was like a couple of hours, and then I was like, "Wait a minute. You think we should? You think you should test?" And he's like, "I don't know. Should I?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
That's exactly what he sounds.
That is the exact conversation everyone should.
I almost flinched because I thought he was in the room next to me.
I don't know.
So
Okay,
when
well,
did this happen?
So 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago today.
No, today's Wednesday. It was 2 weeks ago.
This past Monday.
Yes.
All right, so 2 weeks and 2 days, 3 days.
Yes. Frank, what are you scared of? You have the
I'm
booster.
scared of everything.
You probably have the fourth booster. Do you have the fourth booster?
Yeah, he's
I don't
He's-
have the fourth booster.
been cooking that shit, drying it up, chopping it into lines and fucking
I've been
snorting
freebasing that fucking vaccine.
this fucking guy literally has not. You know, it's funny. I had to run around a lot today and later on in the day, which is why the podcast started late. Apologies for that.
Dick.
But I had this thought coming home of like I fucking actually kind of miss the old pandemic days. Like
You don't have to deal with anybody and just stay home.
didn't have to meet
Wow.
people or go here or do this. There was no appointments. There was no. You were just like, I can't go. I don't want to.
Can't go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And there was a beautiful freedom in that. It really, really was.
Yeah, I mean the downside was,
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands, but we didn't have to do much, so that was good.
We have to figure out a way to not have a pandemic, but still have that. Like, I can't do anything. Like, I can't go anywhere.
You could be a total. I guess if you want to.
No, but it was nice. It was just great. Like, I've been getting invited to cousins' weddings and fucking sweet 16s and 4th of July celebrations, and I have to go to all these things now.
I was going to say, you can't use the excuse that I actually reverse psychology used. Oh, I'm not vaccinated, so sorry.
Oh well.
Oh, everyone else is going to be vaccinated. I'm not in for that.
Although when you think about it, now might be the best time to just be like, oh, I can't have COVID. Can't come. Because they'd be like, oh, you don't sound sick. Yeah, I got that. I got I got the JSABS COVID. It's,
Yeah, I've had it for months now. It just doesn't want to go away.
How about your taste and your taste buds and smell and all that?
So I think I also had a sinus infection on top of it because my taste, I couldn't taste. I could smell, but I couldn't taste. And I'm like, what the hell?
That's not a sinus infection.
That's COVID.
No, but I was reading, of course.
Frank, she doesn't believe COVID's real. Just go with it.
That sinus infections were kind of piggybacking on COVID. And now I'm like, oh God, now I'm going to have a fucking sinus infection too. On top of that, like to me, I always used to get like horrible sinus infections. So I was like, God. But I honestly don't know. That's you sound like you're in a what you call it.
That's COVID.
But then it was fine. So I was like, because some people say that lasts a while.
So it goes away, comes back. People still have there are people that got COVID 2 years ago, and they still have problems smelling and tasting things.
That's what she said.
I guess. But yeah. What the hell is going on here?
What, the anus thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you might have I think that might be a separate issue.
Well, read it for the people that are listening only.
Ren, or R-E-N, says, am I the only one that ended up with a prolapsed anus from COVID?
What the hell is what does prolapsed mean?
It came out.
You've never seen a prolapsed anus?
Inside out, baby.
Well, then you've never lived.
I mean...
You know what it looks like?
Here we go.
When your wife...
When Frank finally leaves his house?
Why? That's cute. Why are we banned from Facebook?
I want to know. I want to tell him this.
I mean, it all makes sense.
Can't imagine.
We should be, but...
Right. What makes sense?
That we're banned from Facebook. That we're talking about prolapsed anus and
Right.
wondering why we're banned.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Janine?
Looks like.
Prolapsed anus looks like when your wife is in labor and she's pushing and you happen to go look at her anus during that time.
What?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh, good. Smart man.
I left the hospital when she was pregnant and told her, you got to do this on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were at my house. We were playing video games.
Yeah, and that's the same thing I'm going to say to her when those kids turn 12. I'm going to be like, teen years are coming. You're going to have to do this on your own.
This is all you. I'll get the 20s. You get the teens.
Yeah. Once they hit 29, I'm going to be back and be like, remember the good old days when you were 6? And they're going to be like, you fucking left for like 10 years. And I'll be like, don't focus on that.
You got to focus. You're such a doubter.
I'm gonna tell them, don't be a prolapsed anus. Let's
Right.
fucking concentrate on the time that we had together. All right, Facebook.
Why?
I'm still
Why?
I really am mad at you. Like we could have gotten a lot of mileage out of you having COVID. Like just think of all of the jokes that we cannot make now.
We can still make them.
Not really. She's
What
okay.
what could you have said? Like, oh, okay, see ya. Hope this isn't your last show. Hope you
At
don't
least
die
you-
tonight.
At least you can't smell any prolapsed anuses.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
Oh.
I'm assuming those don't smell great.
I can't imagine, but if it's, I'm sure it would smell like a regular one, only
Just
prolapsed.
wait till Saturday.
What? Another reason I am not attending this party.
How do you get a prolapsed anus outside of COVID? Of course, I'm just curious. Is it childbirth? Is that the
Amazon.
only way?
They send it to you.
That is one way.
Like, if you push too hard, can your asshole come out?
There was a
Oh,
thing
God.
where some guy, those weightlifters where they lift like a gajillion pounds and they do that deadlift or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's happened to them a lot.
Didn't his asshole drop out? I think I read that story.
Yeah, that happens there.
Oof, I got to tell you something. We're in dangerous territory right now. I don't want to see what this is, but I have a feeling that curiosity might get the best of me.
Oh, you're gonna look it up as soon as we're done here.
It might,
Go look.
that might be happening.
You're gonna be in for some. You're gonna be a
look-
changed person.
Yeah, that
I'm
might
actually
be.
going to Google this right now. Just see
Okay.
what comes up.
All
Just
right.
Google the weightlifting guy. It's a hell of a thing.
So I got this, notification from Facebook, and
J Sab's coughing her COVID all over the screen.
yeah, for real.
The problem
Um,
is my coughs always last a long time. That's what she said. Unlike other things in my life.
Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, I got this notification from Facebook, and they were basically like, let me see if I can read this for everybody here. It said that we were at a community standards violation.
What community? We're part of a community?
Says that we shared a piece of content that went against rules on dangerous individuals or organizations. Then we got a threat that said your page is at risk of being unpublished and has reduced distribution and other restrictions due to the continued community standards violations. When I tell you, this was the first time we were ever warned about anything.
Well, this isn't even a warning. This is action.
Yeah.
A warning would have been something. Would have been fine.
Yeah.
But they didn't warn us. This is just you're banned. So how long is this ban?
It didn't. I don't think it says on this page, but I thought I saw somewhere in a subsequent page that it could be 30 days. Now I've appealed. I've asked for a review, but
Yeah.
here's what drives me crazy. And here it is. So I'm trying to see if there's anything on this that I don't want people to see. I don't think so. So I'll just pull it up on the screen there. Hey, you can see it right there.
There it is.
There it all is.
What do we share? What group do we share?
I don't know.
Well, it had to be a specific video. Did they mark what video it was?
Well, I know it happened on Monday.
It was this past Monday's episode.
It was this past Monday's episode.
The hell
Was
did
it the
we talk
Madonna thing? That's
Was it
scared
the
shit out of a
pretzel
lot of
stuff?
people.
Did we
I
go
don't
too
know.
far with the pretzel talk?
I don't know. We did Hunter Biden then. We did, I don't know. I have no idea. They won't tell you, which drives me crazy. They've identified something that has put all this into action, but then they won't say, like, this video or this show at this time is what led to.
Was it J Sabs dropping the C word?
I think that's, well, here's what it is. Whatever it was, I'm
Ooh.
going to blame it on her and the C word.
All right.
And that C word is COVID.
Right. Exactly.
It's not COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, but this is but this is happening all the time. Like the first time we did a Hunter Biden thing, we saw a little dip in the algorithm distribution because, again, when you're getting X amount of thousands of views, all the time, and then all of a sudden one just completely drops off. You're like, what the fuck? Did everybody choose not to watch us that one episode? It doesn't make any sense. and we've been seeing it differently on Facebook and YouTube and Spotify. Like, it's weird, all the little.
But it's weird. We've talked about Hunter before on other posts. It wasn't just last week's. It wasn't just the other day's episode.
In the couple of weeks since Rogan and all of the COVID stuff, before the warnings that I showed the other day, we saw a dip in Spotify numbers. And then after the warnings, right back up. Like, explain that to me. Explain that.
So we did get warnings.
No. We didn't get a warning for that. That they just put a little blue warning on our episode. They didn't warn us per se, but it was more like the word COVID is in this episode. Just here's all the facts about COVID.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I have no problem with that.
I mind it because
why?
Because again, this is the thing about free speech, my man. Like,
here we go.
Nothing we're doing is wrong. Is crazy. We're not.
So they're not stopping us. They just put a little COVID. Here's a COVID thing.
I know, but
how does that take away from our episode?
Because they're shadow banning us. They're not.
That's wrong.
They're not distributing our episode.
That's different. I'm talking about the little COVID banner that you said.
Oh, that I don't mind.
That I have no problem.
No, that's fine. I don't care about warning.
Yeah, the shadow banning is fucked up, but that little banner, I don't give a shit about.
But that's what they do, and they don't. It's not like they disclose it. It's not like they're like, "Hey, we're gonna shadow ban you now."
Oh yeah, Amy Adams, the Secret Service we talked about, didn't we last time?
We did.
Interesting.
Oh, shit. We did talk about the Secret Service. And here's what's weird. Then, because we were putting up reels, because Facebook has reels now. So we were part of their like reels thing. And, again, with the stars thing, like they just like as this show has grown, we've gotten more and more opportunities. And all this stuff on Facebook is relatively new to us because we've reached X amount of, followers and everything. Mm-hmm. And so they were like, well, do this and then do that and do this. And so I was going along with all this stuff. And I even did the stars thing. And somebody even told me it's because you shit on the stars thing. And I was like, I just said I don't know what it is. And I probably wouldn't have done it, in the past if it wasn't, for the fact that,
What was the thing we were talking about? You were talking about something you were on hold with someone and you couldn't get an answer. Was that Facebook or was that Spotify? Remember you said you couldn't get an answer from them.
That was Spotify when they invited us to be a video podcast on Spotify. Again, one of the earliest things. And I was like, well, how do we, what are you going to, what's your algorithm game?
Right.
How do we gain on that? And they were like, oh, we don't know. And then she was like, even if I did know, we probably wouldn't.
So does Facebook have anything to do with Spotify?
No.
They're not owned by the same anything.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing, though, and I by the way, we have to acknowledge the members.
Yes,
Mercury, appreciate you becoming a member. And again, this is why we're begging people for memberships because when we rely on rev share with these platforms, they fuck with us on one episode, and our rev goes just plummets. So we can't continue to do this for years to come if that's going to be the case.
They're just going to keep screwing us
because they're just going to keep screwing us. Yet if we know that, okay, through our members, we can count on, X amount to make the podcast, sustainable, then we can do it. Then there's no issue. So that's why we're trying to get as many people as possible signing up on YouTube to become members. There's a link in the description for this episode. There's a link on the homepage of anthonyonair.com. So you can go there and sign up. And again, like Frank said earlier, there's 3 levels. So if you can't afford much, there's a $2.99 level, $2.99 a month. You literally, that's a cup of coffee, and people buying, 3 coffees a day,
right.
Shave a coffee off for a month and throw it our way so we can keep giving you these shows. And what kills me is we get a lot of wonderful people, and I'm not criticizing anybody, but they're like, thanks for doing what you do. And if you weren't talking about this, it would be devastating. I appreciate the kind words, but we need action. We need members. You know what I'm saying? We really need people to step up and just put $2.99 a month
Hey, Anthony,
towards the show.
will you stop begging? Come on.
I'm just saying, it drives me crazy, you know, because people are like, oh, it's so great, and keep doing what you're doing. You have the ability to keep us here. Nobody else. We can't rely on these platforms anymore to do it.
gotta
You know,
stop.
we need people to do it. We need people to do it with us.
I hear you. No, we do. We do. We need the help. And I got to thank our latest member, Mercury. You said him already, but I want to say him again. Mercury7.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sick of all the censorship. Yeah, join the club. Paige has news. Janie for $2. Thank you. Paige, what's going on? Paige said that the Secret Service just had a big scandal tonight. An agent to First Lady is in big trouble. Do we know about this?
I don't know. No, I don't.
It must have just happened as we're on live. It must have just went down. So
I don't know if I want to say anything, Frank.
here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you could put up Paige's comment there, and for those watching, they could see it.
Yeah, let them come find Paige.
See it? There it is.
5 Secret Service officers have been put on leave as this unfolds. One of them was the SS protecting the First Lady. The Secret Service protecting the First Lady. Which First Lady? This First Lady or the last First Lady?
Well, according to a lot of people, the last First Lady is still the First Lady.
It would have to be your First Lady.
Which is ridiculous. Janie, thank you again. And you got to do Cash App, PayPal, and put in your description.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that. You know, the thing though with the YouTube one, again, they take a piece. We can't stop that. But I felt like it is a fun opportunity to do extra stuff, fun stuff. You know,
right? Yeah, we give you a little extra here and there. We give you some videos, some extra photos, discounts, things like that.
Yeah, but I wish they would have told us what it was. Like if they would have said what it was.
Exactly. We'll know, what to avoid or dance around or whatever we have to do to make it so that we don't get banned.
Yeah.
I got no problem initialing something if we want to talk about it and say, oh, if you want to say, if you can't say Joe Biden, President Biden, we say the president or the big guy apparently is the way to go,
Right. We did radio for 15 fucking years. We'll find a way to dance around.
We know how to, our big thing is communicating. We know how to communicate.
Yeah. And again, just tell us what it is, and we'll find a way around it. Yeah. A lot of people are saying too, go with back channels, go with other channels. Here's the problem with that. Again, if I told you we don't put out our numbers, I don't believe in that. But if I told you the tens of thousands of followers, subscribers, and everything that we have, we're a decent enough size show. And especially on like Facebook, we'll put something out. And so, for instance, tonight, I put out that we're banned from Facebook and we're live on YouTube. On an average, I'm going to look it up, Frank, so I'm not talking out of my ass. But on an average, if we say thousands of people will see our posts, like thousands of people will see the post. Because again, not everybody who follows you sees the post.
Right.
But on average, if thousands of people who follow us see the post, I'll be damn curious to see how many have seen this post. Because I don't know the numbers I'm looking up right now, but I can tell just by the likes and the wows reactions, we were at 3 before. 3. Okay. So, I mean, that's
ridiculous.
Okay. I'll give you you want to know what the number is of the amount of people that have seen our post?
The Facebook post.
The Facebook post that I just put up tonight.
Well, we're banned. We can't post anything, right?
No, we can post, but our post, we're banned from going live, from doing live video, from actually doing the show.
So can we put this show up not live?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. I didn't think of that. That's a good point. We should see if we could put it up live. Put it up after.
Gotta get them loopholes, baby.
Yeah. But still, we're strict. Where our monetization is restricted across the board.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if we do put it up live, which I would do this show for nothing, but unfortunately, my kids have to eat. They have to eat food.
Your kids don't have to eat,
and not dreams. Dude.
Yeah, jack me off. Can you do the show on Truth Social as a backup? Yeah. Nope.
So-
I refuse to be on that. Even if it's functioning, which it doesn't look that good to begin
You
with.
got mad at me because we had profiles on Getter and whatever the other one was. I can't even
Yeah,
remember.
I just don't want to be on those stupid things.
Yeah, we go on
Truth
everything.
Social. Out of here.
Anyway, every one of our posts gets thousands upon thousands of views. Take a guess at what this has so far for tonight.
10.
56.
Yeah, that's bull.
Oh, 58 now.
Hey, 2 more people. Is that you? Because you just looked at it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh boy, yeah, we're getting the old. Well, they gotta tell us.
So
I
people
know.
don't think that I'm lying.
Yeah, because I always think
58
you're lying. There it is, 58 impressions. People reached 58.
and engagements 3 because that's how many people put a thing on it. You can't. So even if we went to a back channel or whatever, how do I promote it? How do I push it out? You know what I'm saying? Like we're handcuffed.
Plus, we'd be dividing our audience. Like you have so many platforms. You have a few thousand here, a few thousand there, a few thousand there, and the numbers don't look. The numbers are very low, but they're all spread out all over the place. So it's like if you put them all into one place, if you can, they get more numbers.
Oh, exactly. But it's like every little bit. By the way, how funny is Bird? I view you 56 times a night all by myself.
Keep looking at that Facebook post.
This might have been all Bird. I don't know. Like, I don't even know if it's other people.
That could be all Bird.
Yeah. But the point is that even we need they've come up with it's not just like, oh, you can't do live video. It's like you can't bring in any revenue, and then when you post something, the tiniest fraction of your audience is going to see.
Yeah, look, Onion just said, so you guys disappeared from my feed in Facebook.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. That's why all this stuff, even if you disagree with Trump, even if you think Trump is shit, it's fucking dangerous to put these things in these people's hands because Trump's going to be fine. Joe Rogan will be just fine. It is the podcasts like us that really rely on this revenue.
Yeah,
to sustain the show.
I have no problem following rules. If you have guidelines, sure, whatever. But just tell me what they are. You ban us for you did something. Okay, what did we do?
Yeah,
tell us.
And it's so ludicrous. Do you want to appeal this process? Yes, I would like to appeal the thing that I don't know what I did.
Not a clue.
That's what I want to do. It's the whole fucking thing is ridiculous. By the way, it's the same thing on YouTube. So every single show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Aussie Annie doesn't know how to send us.
We appreciate it.
Money. She's sending us.
I think that's
Australian money.
That is $6 in US money.
Like I said, $7.99, and we get a koala.
Love it.
You don't know this because they don't tell you about it in Australia. They don't want to get around, but here in America, whenever we get an Australian, whenever we get more than $7 in Australian money, it comes with a free koala from our government.
I'll take it. Koalas are awesome.
Yeah, they're really great.
Can we get a kangaroo? Because I feel like I could hold like my cell phone in her pouch.
That's up to Aussie Annie. She's got to fork over $49.99 if she wants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And by the way, no, don't do that, Aussie Annie, because we can't afford to feed the kangaroo right now. At the point of we're getting banned from shit, we can't afford. We don't have the money to feed these animals. So please.
Yeah, you can leave them in our care. We're not responsible for what happens to
them. So this is so for people who don't know, this is a little inside baseball, and we got to wrap up, Frank. But the same thing happens to us on YouTube. Like every single episode, we go live, right? You can't monetize live. You put on monetization on episode when it's done, and immediately, as soon as you say yes to monetization, immediately it says this has been restricted from monetization, and then it asks you if you want a review, which is hysterical because it's like I just turned it on, and now you're saying no. Do you think I don't want a fucking review? Of course I want a fucking review. But it's this dumbass process that we have to go through every time. and then thousands and thousands and thousands of views go by that could be monetized, and they're not. And then by the time they turn it on, like it's 3 or 4 days later, and that episode has
It's
essentially
old
cooled
news.
itself.
Yeah.
Right. Unless it's something
Screwing
that's got
us.
big evergreen appeal to it. But that's basically what we go through all the time. And I know, we're giving a big woe is me right now, but
Yeah, Anthony, I wish you'd stop, begging and scraping, but we have to. No.
I just want people to know this is what we go through. It's just, this is a
It ain't
business.
easy.
It's a small business like all the other small businesses out there that are trying to figure it out. And it's fucking, it's
brutal.
not easy. Yeah.
They're killing us.
At least when you own a bar or something, okay, this is what I need to get a liquor license. And this is when
Is there any platform that we're on that's been good for us? Like, has Spotify been okay?
I mean, well, they did when the Rogan COVID stuff happened, I saw a dip there.
Oh, the dip, right? Yeah.
And it's back.
Shadow ban. Yeah.
And it's hard, they're all growing. That's the thing. I don't want people to like every day we're getting new subscribers, new members, new followers on Facebook, on Twitter, on Spotify. Every day it goes up, but we like I know the level that we have to get to, and it's really hard to get there when you don't get an at bat. When you get an at bat, you could maybe get a hit, home run, maybe it's a single, whatever it is. But if you don't get up to the plate, you can't
get anything.
You don't get anything, and that's basically what's happening with some of this stuff. So.
They're not giving us the chance to bat.
No.
God forbid we go to the World Series without Stillwell's toys.
100%. I made a mental note that there was at least one fan feedback that we had to read on this episode. And there is.
There is. All right.
Quick one, Frankie C.
What do you got?
Shirley writes, Anthony, we did the cable sharing and satellite cards too. Remember last episode I gave
that could have been, we're talking about how the Anthony family ripped off the cable company.
Well, here's the thing. Let's be totally honest. There's probably 12 or 13 things from that episode that could have been
That's true.
A no. So, well, again, tell us what it is. Frank makes me laugh when he doesn't have a clue what you're talking about. Meeting the guy after dark. LOL. See? So other people did that too, which makes me happy. You make me feel bad about things, Frank, sometimes.
Well, it's because you're a dick.
Christine Colson. I love this coffee. I don't even have to put creamer in it. It's so smooth and it is quite flavorful.
Nice. See, not only do you get positive stuff about the actual coffee, but you're also helping the veterans. You can't say that about every cup of coffee you drink, except with this one.
Truth, baby. Speak that truth. There you go.
Talking about
loving the coffee, Christine. Yeah.
Get yourself a bag.
Get yourself a bag of Jumpstart Coffee Company. 15% off.
Oh, and the subscribe and save. Now you get the tumbler. You sign up for that, then you get the tumbler in the next 2 months. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to work my contacts over there. See if I can't get a tumbler.
Right. Get that tumbler, baby. Those things are awesome.
I'll tumble for ya.
Culture Club, nice.
Backup channel in case YouTube suspends this one. We do have a clips channel, so that we've ever since remember Timmy? Ever since Tim disappeared.
From Lassie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he still in the well?
Well, we hired Timmy to run the clips channel, and then we haven't heard from him.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know where he is. So we do have a clips channel, so you can subscribe there because we'll jump there, I guess, if anything. But maybe smoke signals. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Ooh.
We're at the mercy of these animals, Frank.
Every time. I can't. I don't know what else to do.
Freedom-loving fascists.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Freedom-loving?
Oh, freedom-hating.
There you go.
Fascists. They love the fascism, though.
Apparently. And if you join the podcast, well, if you join if you become a member, there's that let's say we get banned, so we're banned on Facebook, but the member stuff is YouTube oriented, right? Or is it?
Right.
So it's YouTube. Okay. So as long as we're still running on YouTube, baby.
But I will say YouTube is a little bit. It's insane the amount of reading one has to do to understand all the rules.
And you not being able to read makes it that much harder.
It does. My wife's got to do a lot of work.
Right.
But like on Facebook, and you know, so you go to these things and they go, "Well, click here for more info." Then you go to click, and then it's some page about we're here for community safety, and there's these like fucking generic things, and I'm just like, there's no fucking substance to any of this shit.
I know. It's like the Declaration of Independence. Every time you want to friggin' upload a video, they just make you read and read and read, and you don't get any answers.
And then you wind up with
Unlike the Declaration.
then you wind up with a Hancock,
True.
right?
We can all use a Hancock. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. All right, that's it for us. Appreciate everybody who joined and became members tonight. Thank you for that.
Yes,
Appreciate
awesome.
those who upped their membership to a higher level.
Who's better than you?
We're banned.
You're
So,
banned.
Join, become members.
Appreciate you helping us out. It's the way we keep this thing going.
Great comments all night long. Everybody, all stars, all the super chats.
Yep.
Janie,
Janie, Paul, Lisa, Jack Meoff, herself, Paige. They're all the members. Everybody, really appreciate it. You guys rock. Look for that members only content coming up.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate it. Again, AnthonyOnAir.com has all our links and info. See ya.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.